Hi, we're stepping into Q2, and just to let you know, it is never too early to start planning to make your dreams come true. Hi, this is Angela Drake, contemporary romance author with love stories from my heart to yours, and today we're planning April. But I thought before I started, I'd give you an idea of how I get to my stickies point. Now, I use the HB90 method by Sarra, and since doing the Kanban board, my productivity has changed. It's ramped through the roof, and I'm getting so much more done because I can see exactly what needs to be done for that particular moment, and my brain is not all over the place like it started out this morning. So I thought I'd share with you, before I talk about my Kanban board for the month of April, I'd show you how I get there. I have a form for each month under the four different categories that I work with, which is my author blog, my creative blog and YouTube channel, which is my marketing, my homestead blog, which is part of my marketing, and my Cauldron Cafe blog, which is just personal inspiration for me. Now, I start with the 7 days on the page. Now, if you'll notice here, like for April, I don't do anything on the author blog for Saturdays or Sundays. Not a worry for me. I do focus on Mondays, which is my inspiration posts, things to think about. Tuesday, I spotlight an author. Wednesday, I review a novella from that author, just to give you a taste of what that author writes. Thursday is not a video for the author blog. It should just be a blog. Friday, I do photo inspiration, just something to get you thinking and get you off the blank page. And then the first Saturday of every month, as of today, I am doing the planner video for the month. And then I try to look at the June planner video, but it doesn't always work that way. Now, I do want to, beginning in May, I do want to start talking about the weekly planning, how I go from this to my weekly planning. But the month of April is super crazy. I have got to get everything done for the month of April in the next week and a half, because I leave for a junk journaling retreat middle of the month, and I'll be gone for 10 days. So I'm trying to get everything done ahead of time, and that's where the stickies come in real handy. So, and then the last Sunday of the month, I want to do a monthly recap, or wherever that 31st falls. Excuse me, 30th or 31st. So how do I get from here to here? And let's move my edits out of the way. My edits are not going to come probably until May. So I'm just going to slide that over here. And those are my edits. Edit first one passes, and get those all done. But I'm going to finish the draft. And it's a relatively clean draft of book 2 this month. So that's the other thing I'm working on. But so for Mondays, I have my monthly recap on the 30th. And that will be a video and the blog post on a Thursday. And then I have my book for the 23rd that we are reading. Why do I have 423 on there? Where is 423? And it shouldn't be a video link. Oh, promoting my book. Stuff about my book, because I'm going to start sharing some of the background stuff from my book on Thursdays. Okay, and then we have the planner video, which is going to be today. My Monday Inspires, and what I do is just put one sticky for Monday Inspires, because I go through and I use 3D Paint to create a background, and I get all the Monday Inspires put together and posted for the entire month. So when I get that sticky moved, all my Monday posts are done. The same way with my Friday photo posts. Then I have my review posts on Wednesdays, and I will go back in, and as soon as I know which author I'm spotlighting, I will put the title of their book on the next Wednesdays. And then these will go up on the Kanban board. Now, once I get those out of the way, I have my rough draft challenge, and since I'm leaving on the 17th, I'm only doing the rough draft challenge for April through day 16. And if you don't know what the rough draft challenge is, that is a really cool concept that Sarra has developed after we lost NaNoWriMo. And the cool thing is you do not have to set a goal of writing 50,000 new words. You can do anything. There are word count goals, levels that you can aspire to, and there's also a just a creative one that you can do whatever, whether it's get your kitchen cabinets in order or work on that Afghan that you've not crocheted on in months. Whatever you want to do, there's a level to do that too. So I'm going to be working on finishing the first pass draft of An Ozark's Homecoming. So I have the first 16 days of the month working on that. Beginning, I started today, Friday, recording this. And so I will have those, and as soon as I can move them down to the bottom of the Kanban board, then they will be done. Now, those are my goals for April. They're strictly posting goals because I don't have time to do everything else. All my posting goals basically have to be done by the 10th so that I can use the following week to get everything ready for my trip. So I have those for my author. I have those for my creative, and I post a V if it's a video. I do those for my Cauldron Cafe, and right now I'm only doing Inspiration Mondays and a new moon post for the Cauldron Cafe. And then I have my garden and my weekly cleaning chat for the other 3 blogs. Now, how do I put those together? Once I have all my stickies created, I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to use it as a backdrop here. And I only put a month at a time on my Kanban board. You can plan out your 90 days, but for me, I plan out the 90 days and I know what needs to be done, but I only put a month at a time up on my Kanban board because otherwise I get overwhelmed. Between ADHD and OC, which I didn't realize I had until several years ago, that just putting a single month on my Kanban board is enough for me, and I go from there. So I create my own stickies using colored copy paper, and I've created my background in Post-it 2x2 squares in Avery notes or Avery labels, and then I just cut them out of the copy paper and cut them apart. Now, I use a double back removable adhesive, and that is good enough to hold it on my board for the month. Now, the key to using this is you need a consistent temperature in your room where your Kanban board is at. If it gets too hot or it gets too cold, your sticky is going to release, which is no big deal. Just run a new strip and stick it back up there, no big deal. So that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, is I'm going to be running my stickies and getting my Kanban board set up as long as this holds out. I didn't realize I was out of refills, so I'll get as much put up there as I can, and I will go from there. If you want to find out more about how I do the other stuff, checking in with my Inspiration Mondays, those always post at 5 a.m. every Monday. The new moon post will go up on the 17th at 7 a.m. And if you're a creative person and like to work with other stuff, or you want some encouragement in getting your house in order, be sure to check out the other links to these blogs in the description box below. Thanks for joining me in the studio today, and I will be back here. I think I'm going to try and get a weekly video done up, weekly planning video set up on Monday. So cross your fingers. In the meantime, remember, you are capable of creating your dreams. All my best.